So welcome back to Pinder Plotkin's Coronavirus Interview Series. I'm Jason Plotkin, and today I have an accomplished employment law attorney, Jay Stafford. Thank you for being here, Jay.
Hey, Jason. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So we're getting a lot of questions from people about what does the Family First Coronavirus Act mean to them. So can you give some advice to employees that have questions?
Yeah, sure. The Families First Coronavirus Response Act, for those who aren't familiar, and I'll refer to it as the FFCRA as we go forward. It's a federal law that went into effect on April 1, 2020. This law is set to expire on December 31st, 2020, and it's a sweeping change to the law in this country. Generally speaking, this law provides for emergency paid sick leave and expanded Family and Medical Leave Act protections to certain employees. And one of the things that I want to really quickly get into are three things that you really need to know about this law. First, you need to know that if your employer may not actually be subject to the FFCRA. To be clear, this law only applies to employers with fewer than 500 employees. And it has various, what we'll call exemptions for employers with fewer than 50 employees if they meet certain conditions. So in short, if you work for a huge company with, say, 50,000 employees, this law may not apply to your employer. If you work for an employer with fewer than 500 employees, you should have received a notice from your employer providing you some information about your rights under this law. Second thing I think you need to know is that if your employer is subject to the FFCRA, you need to know under what circumstances you can take paid sick leave or the expanded FMLA protections. Those circumstances are very specific, and they're too lengthy to go into here. But be sure to make certain that you fit within the narrow circumstances that enable you to take advantage of this law. Finally, you need to know that any request to take this paid sick leave or expanded FMLA under the FFCRA should be in writing. By making this request in writing to your employer, you're taking steps to protect yourself should your employer fire you or terminate your employment for taking this form of leave. As we tell all our employee clients, you want to create a paper trail here because it can protect you down the road. Other than that, again, you want to visit our website, www.staffordtrialteam.com, or the U.S. Department of Labor website, which has very helpful information about this law and can answer a lot of questions that you might have.
Great. That's some really good advice. Thank you for being here today, Jay, and be safe.
Hey, thanks, Jason.